Hey, what's up, guys? This is Bobo Jones. And yeah, this is going to be my second kind of comeback video. There's a topic I've actually been wanting to talk about for a while now, which is the road potentially getting safer for motorcycles. Now, and I know everybody's going to say, are you crazy? Everybody's on their phone more than ever. That's 100% true. In LA in particular, because people essentially live in their cars. Everybody is on their phone all the time, and I have the habit of driving up next to people that are on their phones and revving to 11,000 RPMs just to get them the fuck off their phones so they don't kill me. And so yes, I know that that's a huge problem, and it's gotten worse. Everybody has a smartphone now. Nobody has flip phones. Everybody's driving, particularly in places again like LA where people live in their cars. And so to that degree, the road has gotten more dangerous. However, there's this other revolution coming around in the automotive world. I work in the automotive world. And that revolution is that you have now entry-level vehicles, like truly entry-level vehicles, like the Toyota Corolla, the Honda Civic, and all these other vehicles that are that now come with this automated safety equipment, like really advanced, automated safety equipment, including front collision warning with automatic braking. Every Corolla that you buy today, a 2018 Corolla, comes with their most advanced safety systems ever, which is their TSSP, which includes front collision warning with automatic braking, automatic adaptive cruise control with full stop and go functionality, and a host of other things, automatic high beams. It just comes with an unbelievable amount of this automatic safety systems for starting at $18,000. You can get a Corolla for 18 grand with all this shit in it. And the main way that I am scared, I have some faith in my riding, that I'm a okay rider. The main thing that scares me about driving in LA is getting rear-ended by somebody who's not paying attention. So again, we can assume people are distracted. Back in the day, it used to be they're eating or they're putting their makeup on or their baby is screaming in the back seat. So you have all that still exists, plus you have people on their phones. However, if somebody's on their phone in a Corolla behind me, that car now, if they bought a newer Corolla or a newer Civic or a new Accord, or a lot of Lexuses line up, or even once you start getting in like the higher trims from other brands, you're getting this equipment in really cheap sub $20,000 vehicles. So anyway, if somebody's on their phone now in their Civic or their Corolla, 2 years ago, they're just going to rear end me, and I'm going to get extremely fucked up, right? On my bike. My wife's been rear-ended. Everybody I know in LA has been rear-ended, so it's something that's like very scary for me. But now that same Corolla from 2018 would brake for me, and at worst would heavily minimize the crash and the impact on me, and at best is able to stop that car completely, basically, for hitting me. I bought a nice car recently. I bought a 2017 Kia Cadenza, which is their like Lexus ES competitor. And so that car has all the systems as well. But again, that's a $45,000 car. The majority of cars sold in this country are things like RAV4s, Honda CHRs, Toyota Camrys, Honda Civics. And all of those vehicles that I just listed, the top selling cars in the country, all now basically come with full automated safety systems, no matter which trim you buy. Civics, I think you need to pay $1,000 if you're buying one of the really low trims for the Honda Sensing package. But most dealerships pre-equip with that $1,000 Honda Sensing package because it's such an incredible value to get all that, fairly sophisticated equipment for $1,000. And so I just think it's really interesting. I think as more and more old cars get out and people get into these 2018 models, and 2019 will be even better, that the roads, despite cell phones, are going to become safer. Now, the other argument people have against these automated safety systems is that people become reliant on them and they're actually making people worse drivers, right? And so I can see that, but I guess my point back is that people are already really, really awful drivers. And so regardless of whether you're bad or slightly worse than bad because you have more faith in these systems to save your ass, regardless, the fact that that car has that system on it is still going to save my ass. And the more cars that have that, the less likely I am to get, rear-ended and really fucked up. Same thing with blind spot monitoring. I can't tell you how relieved I am now that when I'm in a car's blind spot for a second, if I'm passing it or whatever, I never ride in anyone's blind spot consistently, but when I'm in it for a second and I see that, that little blind spot monitor goes on, because I know that at least it's a deterrent for somebody, for them to catch their eyes on my car again. My blind spot monitoring is in my heads-up display on my windshield, so I always know, even if I'm not looking at my mirrors, if somebody's in my blind spot. And so it's just another really nice little thing that, warns me if there's a motorcycle or anything in my blind spot. Then I don't even need to think about it. I know I can't move. And then if it's not on, then of course I head check in my car or whatever. But, between those two features, automatic, autonomous front collision braking and blind spot monitoring, motorcycles are way safer, regardless of if they're going to make people slightly worse at driving. The benefits to motorcyclists, in terms of keeping us safe and aiding drivers and not hitting us and aiding drivers and seeing us, far outweighs the negatives, I think, of those systems potentially making people, worse drivers or drive more stupidly because they become dependent on those systems or trust those systems. I know myself, I can tell you, now that I have a car with every single one of those systems, again, because I ride a motorcycle, I'm a very careful driver anyway. I always head check in my car. I'm very, very, very hyper aware. So maybe I'm not the right person to test this on, but I can tell you it has not changed my driving at all. I have not become dependent on those systems at all. So again, I'm not the perfect case study for that because I'm a motorcycle rider and, I ride in a very particular way, very safely, but it has not changed. I'm not more reliant on them, but they do make me feel more secure, and they aid me in understanding what's going on around me. So I really love them. Anyway, that's my little rant about the road becoming safer for motorcyclists. I'm really interested. I think this is a great topic to debate. I'm not saying what I'm saying is, the be-all, end-all. It's my opinion, but I do, again, work in the industry, and I know what a big impact these are having. Things like Consumer Reports now, if you put these systems on all of your vehicles, you get a huge up in your ratings from Consumer Reports because they want every car to have these things. So same thing with the National Highway Safety. All of these safety ratings on cars, they get a huge bonus if they have things like blind spot monitoring and autonomous braking, and they test these systems now. So that's it. That's my thought on that. I'm really interested in what you guys think, so please comment below. You can tell me you think I'm fucking crazy. Let's chat about it. I always enjoy a good debate. So yeah, that's it. This is Bobo Jones saying ride safe and hope that the car that's going to rear end you has autonomous braking, but hope that you don't get rear-ended in the first place. Saying arrivederci, guys. Always ride safe. Have a great day. I'm going to hit this beach over here and get some sunshine. Later.